While the mules look after the children, Tanya wants to have an early chat with the Scotts about last night's sleep training with her daughter.
Well, so I've heard. But it was quite traumatic, actually, wasn't it? You were very on task. It was a job that needed to be done. But for you, it was really, really traumatic. Yeah. But I think what we could do, first of all, is just talk about, I suppose, the marathon that you did. Here's the chart. Now, just to remind you, the grey patch at the beginning is settling. The green patches, these turquoisey green patches, are sleep. The cream patches are being awake, and black, as we saw on Sunday, is sleeping with parents. The first thing we notice is there's no black in this chart, which tells us a very significant thing.
She can sleep without us.
She can sleep without you. In terms of what you came into the house asking for, we've actually achieved that. Let's start from the beginning, settling. Now, she settled really well on Sunday, but why did she take less time to settle on Sunday and more time to settle last night?
Because you were in bed with her, weren't you?
I was in bed with her,
Right.
yeah. And she got what she wanted. She got the books and
Exactly.
everything.
Now, sleep is all about associations. It's all about cues in our environment that tell us it's time to go to sleep. If you're a parent who sticks a bottle in your child's mouth, your child will need to suck themselves to sleep, so you will always have to give them a bottle. Little Natasha's sleep associations are basically the physical proximity of one of you. And particularly what works best for her is you at the settling time, because she gets off to sleep quickly with you, and then you throughout the night, Richard. So that's what she's used to. Now, because she's almost 4, she's very bright, and she's clearly saying to us, there is no way on earth I am not sleeping with Daddy throughout the night. We decided last night we'd have to go for something pretty hardcore. I've been doing my job for more years than I care to tell you. I've never ever had a child who's had to be returned as many times as your daughter. You were great because you kept everything going. You were really, really calm. In fact, what's interesting about you, Richard, is the more agitated everybody else was getting, the calmer you were. So I think you were a star last night. You did really well. And in that first hour, she needed to be returned 173 times. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. I'm going to bill you for the carpet.
That's big.
To be replaced. So that's 173 returns in an hour. That was the settling, and that was a very difficult bit of learning for her. But I think let's just say this: she was very, very angry, and she was very upset. She wasn't being shouted at. She wasn't being smacked. And what I was so impressed is you worked so well as a team, the two of you. You were great last night. You kept swapping with each other when the other one was finding it too much. Very gently, you just kept returning her back. The message she was getting was absolutely no attention, but there was still a lot of love there. She wasn't afraid. And the reason she wasn't afraid is that the people that she needs to go to sleep were still with her, but in a very different way, not on her terms, on your terms. The really bad news is...
Could be worse tonight.
It'll get worse, because she is going to give everything she can to see whether she can break down these new boundaries. This is such an alien experience for her. She's really going to try and change it. So I would say brace yourselves, really, for tonight. You slept together.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Weird, really.
Was it weird?
So I've got a bit used to sleeping on my own. It's strange now. I'm like, oh, move up a bit. You're coming right over to my side of the bed. You know what's going on?
Please enjoy it. Otherwise she'll come back.
Hello.
After talking with Alison and Richard about the night, Tanya decides to talk with their daughter, Natasha.
Hello. How are you this morning? Are you okay? Yes.
Last night, Tanya gave Natasha a toy farmyard. She was promised animals to add to the farm if she slept in her own bed.
Tanya has given you.
If you stay in bed, in your own bed all night, you can pick another thing. So that means by the morning you can have 2 things.
Do you remember what Mummy and Daddy told you this was for? What was it for, darling?
Sleep in my own bed.
That's right. Now, can I ask you a very important question? Whose bed did you wake up in this morning?
My bed.
You were, weren't you?
You woke up in your own bed! Can you tell me who is the cleverest girl in this whole big house? I think so. So who deserves to get her very first special treat for her farmyard? You do. And tell me, what is bedtime going to be like tonight? What's it going to be like? Where's Natasha going to sleep?
In my own bed.
And where's Mummy and Daddy going to sleep?
Together.